In the Battle of Agincourt, the forces of the Kingdom of England, led by King Henry V and Edward of Norwich, consisted of 6,000 soldiers. This army was primarily composed of 5,000 archers and 1,000 foot soldiers. The English lost 112 men and an unknown number wounded. On the other side, the Kingdom of France, under the leadership of Constable Charles d'Albret and Maréchal Jean Boucicaut, mustered a much larger force of between 20,000 to 30,000 soldiers. Their army was made up of around 5,000 crossbowmen, 12,500 foot soldiers, and 5,000 knights. The French suffered heavy casualties, with an estimated 7,000 to 10,000 men killed. Once upon a crisp autumn day in the year 1415, amidst the tumultuous times of the 100 Years' War, a historic clash unfolded on the fields near the village of Agincourt in northern France. It was a battle that would forever be etched in the annals of military history, the Battle of Agincourt. On one side stood the formidable English army, led by the young and audacious King Henry V. His ambitions were grand. He sought to stake his claim on the French throne. Across the muddy terrain, the French forces gathered under the command of Constable Charles d'Albret, confident in their numbers and array of noble knights. The English, though outnumbered, possessed a secret weapon, the famed longbowmen. Armed with their powerful English longbows, these archers were renowned for their accuracy and rapid fire. As the first rays of sunlight broke through the horizon, King Henry positioned his forces carefully, flanked by two woods that limited their mobility but protected their flanks. The morning mist began to lift, revealing the imposing sight of the French army, heavily armored knights on horseback and men-at-arms forming a dense mass of warriors. They were eager to crush the English and quash their ambitions. As the two armies prepared for the clash, the air was thick with tension and anticipation. The English archers knocked their arrows, and the sound of tens of thousands of bowstrings being drawn filled the air. King Henry stepped forward, his armor gleaming in the light, and addressed his men with fervor and determination. "We few, we happy few, we band of brothers! Today, we stand against a mighty foe, but fear not, for the spirit of England flows through each of us. We fight for honor, for glory, and for the crown we rightfully claim," he proclaimed, his voice carrying across the battlefield. With a resounding battle cry, the English archers unleashed a relentless storm of arrows upon the French, their longbows propelling death from a distance. The arrows fell like rain, piercing the French ranks with deadly precision. Horses whinnied and knights tumbled, their once invincible armor no match for the piercing arrows. Despite the odds stacked against them, the French knights pressed on, their resolve unyielding. They charged towards the English line, but the muddy ground slowed their advance, making them easy prey for the arrows above. The chaos and carnage escalated as the battle raged on. King Henry, wielding his sword, fought valiantly in the midst of his men. His leadership inspired his soldiers to fight with newfound vigor. The English line held firm, using long spears and stakes to impede the French cavalry's advance. With every passing moment, the French losses mounted, and desperation gripped their ranks. The English, emboldened by their early success, fought with a ferocity born of desperation and the desire to secure victory against all odds. As the sun reached its zenith, the tide of the battle turned decisively in favor of the English. The French forces were broken, their spirits shattered by the relentless hail of arrows and the unwavering determination of the English soldiers. Chaos ensued, and the battlefield turned into a somber testament to the brutality of war. When the dust finally settled, the victorious English stood triumphant, while the once mighty French lay defeated and depleted. The Battle of Agincourt had been won, and its echoes would resonate through history for centuries to come. King Henry V had achieved an astonishing triumph, proving the might of the English army and elevating his standing on the world stage. The path to the French throne seemed clearer than ever before. The Battle of Agincourt's legacy endured beyond the immediate military triumph. It left a profound cultural impact, inspiring countless works of art and literature, including Shakespeare's immortal play, Henry V. Thus, the fields of Agincourt bore witness to one of the most remarkable victories in medieval warfare, a testament to the power of strategy, courage, and the relentless force of the English longbowmen. The Battle of Agincourt would forever be etched into the annals of history as a defining moment in the 100 Years' War.